They're moving the company to Mexico.
You George Lopez?
Yes.
Yesterday was a full day of just IRL stuff, and I did tell you guys what the surprise is, and we'll see. I need that video to get to at least 1K views so that I know you guys are expecting it. Until then, keep enjoying Lopez content. As always, thank you for the support. Thank you so much to the members. You guys are beautiful. Let's get into the video today.
Hello, everyone. Hey, Daddy. Sun? The sun is brighter and the roses smell fresher. And does anyone know why?
In my opinion, this is probably the most dramatic episode of George Lopez because it's got 4 different stories in one. The episode, as usual, starts off very ironically with Vic having the best day ever. And of course, George is going to trash him. I don't even know why George reacts this way.
You clipped your eyebrows and mustache so you can actually see and smell things now?
Oh, Mac, all you what, but I can't hear you today.
Like, Vic is having a good day. Well, why you gotta be so hard on him?
Well, you had the trimmers out, bro. You should have done your ears, man.
I met the love of my life online. Her name is Lindsay, and she's perfect.
Now, Vic is in a remarkably good mood that he doesn't even care what George is telling him, but the reason why is crazy.
Her breasts are slightly larger than I'm used to. But oh well, I guess I'll have to deal with it.
Online dating too is crazy. I don't know, like, I get that, you know, not everybody likes meeting people like that, you know, out in person, but online dating is probably one of the riskiest in my opinion.
Daddy, how do you know you're in love? How many times have you gone out with her?
Last night was our first date and it was magical. She says I'm the most handsome man she'd ever seen.
Now, Vic apparently has only gone out on 1 date and he is already in love. Of course, Benny has something to say about this as well.
So when you kissed her goodnight, did her seeing eye dog growl?
Vic absolutely demolishes Benny.
She's not blind, she's crazy about me, and we are going out again tonight. You, however, will die alone with your underwear full of cobwebs.
Now, this is where Angie has the smart idea of maybe hooking Benny up.
The internet might be the perfect way for you to meet a man.
I got my own ways of meeting men. I drink until they look like Tom Selleck.
You see, Benny hasn't had much luck dating, and it's really no surprise, but it's still kind of nice of Angie to try to do this.
You haven't had a real relationship in over a year. Maybe it's time to throw your net out there and see what you can catch.
Angie, please. My mom's already caught enough things from dating.
Until you realize why she's doing it.
Your mom's perfect man might not be in LA. He could be in a trailer in North Carolina, or a trailer in Wyoming, or a trailer in Alabama.
I got it. Operation Take Out the Trash.
Now, George is obviously going to be smart about it, but he is also going to help Benny.
Mom, come on. Let's find your dream man.
I'm not gonna do this. I don't need help meeting a man.
You need help meeting a good man.
This is probably one of the funniest monologues here when they're setting up Benny's profile.
Preferred age rate.
Legal and up.
Okay. What's your idea of a fun date?
Cockfights are fun.
I'm gonna put down bird watching.
Surprisingly, they end up getting a few matches, but it doesn't go the way they expect.
Hey, look at that. 3 guys came up. There's one. Oh. There's the next one. All right. Hey! Here's $30. Tom Selleck's on me tonight.
We proceed to the next scene where George and Max are getting stuff for the barbecue that they're going to be having later on that night.
Hey, Dad, when can I have my first beer?
When you're 21.
But most of my friends have already gotten drunk. I want to see what it feels like.
Only for George to run into someone. But before he runs into someone, we do have yet another storyline that's evolving, and that's Max asking to drink.
I'll tell you a tragic story about what happened to someone who started drinking at your age. Grandma.
I'm not entirely sure why this is a thing. Underage drinking, like in episodes. It's like, of course, kids are gonna want to underage drink if they're seeing stuff on TV. And George does have a fair warning to Max. Honestly, that should be enough for Max to not want to drink, but he is a Lopez.
Eddie? Eddie Carter, right?
Yeah, do I know you?
We finally get to meet Eddie Carter. Now, Eddie Carter seems to be one of Benny's ex-boyfriends.
George Lopez. Remember I used to call with my mom, Benny, when I was a kid?
Oh yeah, little George.
And George is actually happy to see him because apparently he was a good guy.
This guy is great. When he was going out with your grandma, he used to take me to Dodger games, bought me hot dog souvenirs. He bought me my first beer when I was 14. Innings into a great game on my 21st birthday.
It's hilarious how Eddie remembers George.
Man, I remember when you were a kid and you had a skinny body and a giant head. And now You're older.
Now, for some reason, Eddie has a good memory of Benny, and he actually believes that Benny was, I don't know, maybe high class.
How's your mom? Yeah, I bet she left the factory, settled down, and married a good man.
You know, sort of. I mean, she's still at the factory. Her house burned down, and she got left at the altar, so it's not the worst year she's ever had.
Unfortunately for George, he ends up doing something that he would regret.
I know you guys had some rough times, but Benny was all right. When you see her, tell her I miss her.
Just tell her yourself. Having a barbecue at my house tonight. She'll be there. Why don't you come on over?
And that's to invite Eddie to come see Benny.
Oh, thanks, George. It'd be nice to see Benny again. She was one classy lady.
How many fingers am I holding up?
3.
Are you on medication?
No.
All right, I'll see you tonight.
Of course, George is also going to be skeptical because Eddie speaks very highly of Benny, that it's kind of weird seeing Benny get this much almost praise, right? And I say George would regret this because literally in the same breath, George pays for his stuff and leaves the convenience store only for Eddie to rob it.
Give me all the money in your register now, and a bottle of wine and some flowers. I got a date tonight.
It's kind of crazy how people change, honestly. Do you think you know someone and all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? But this does come back to haunt George because he is the one that's literally setting them up again to meet. But just imagine if, you know, George had known about this. Of course, he was not going to do this to Benny, right? So far we have Vic, Max, and now we have Carmen's story.
Mom, I just got my letters from Northwestern Iowa and Columbia.
Oh, it's gonna be a tough choice. They're all great colleges.
Carmen has been applying to colleges because she wants to earn the freedom that she's been working for forever.
Northwestern, my first choice, the only school I really want to go to.
And unfortunately, it's not going so well for her.
You don't want to go to school in Chicago anyway. It's a windy city. A terrible college for hair. You know what? I have a great feeling about Columbia. Sorry, honey.
She has applied to multiple colleges only for them to reject her.
Who wants to go to New York anyway? I mean, shopping and theater and nightlife. Stupid city never sleeps, and I need my 8 hours.
Instead, there's still a letter coming from Northern Vermont State. Go Maple Tappers.
I gotta say, it's kind of sad seeing Carmen get rejected to these colleges back to back to back. And last but not least, the Angie story.
No, it's not that. It's just I've had a stomachache all day. The past few mornings, I just felt a little nauseous.
Probably just a stomach bug. Or maybe you're pregnant.
Yeah, right.
You see, Angie has been feeling a little bit sick lately, stomach aches and nausea. But more on that later. Right now, we literally have Max trying to sneak beers because he just wants to know what it's like to be drunk.
Hey, what are you doing?
Bringing you a beer. Because I love you, Grandma.
And I don't know why, but then again, when you think about it, he has Benny for a grandma and George for a dad.
And I'm gonna drink this beer because I love it.
Now, I don't know if Benny is actually none the wiser about what Max's actions and intentions are with that beer, but the way that she just waves it off, it's kind of crazy. So let's get into the meat of this whole burrito here, because now these storylines are going to start rolling. We now have Eddie come over for dinner, and Benny seems a little preoccupied to see him.
Classy ladies waiting for you.
Eddie Carter.
And it's crazy how many Eddies Benny knows.
You remember Eddie?
Eddie Garcia? Eddie Johnson? Eddie Camacho? Big Eddie Bergman? Fast Eddie? Freaky Eddie? Slow, steady, sweaty Eddie?
Like, I think Benny's love life is something that we don't really talk about, but this scene alone shows you just how active she was when she was dating. Once again, George says something that he would soon regret as he tells Eddie to just keep Benny out.
Okay, you kids have a good time. And just so you know, Eddie, her curfew is the first week of August. You're gonna keep her out past then? Really, bro, thank you.
Like, I wonder how it makes George feel once he realizes things have gone south. I almost forgot this storyline, but there's also an Ernie side of this, and Ernie's worry here is that the factory is closing down. But in all honesty, that rumor happens every single season. Ernie is at the house though for a reason. I guess Angie had asked him to go pick up some things for the barbecue, only for Ernie to tell them about what happened at the convenience store.
Oh, no, the convenience store is closed, man. It's all taped off. It just got robbed.
When?
Well, like an hour ago. The dude held it up at gunpoint.
And coincidentally, it's actually around the same time that George was there with Eddie.
Get out of here, Max and I were just there.
Well, maybe you saw the guy. The cop said the guy was wearing jeans and a leather jacket. And you know what the weird thing is? They say that the crook didn't just steal the cash. He took a bottle of wine and some flowers, too.
Now, George is also on the fence about believing that Eddie was a robber, so he's obviously gonna cope until Ernie hits him with this line.
And the witness says he saw the crook talking to a Mexican dude with his little girl just before he robbed it.
Damn it! Max needs a haircut, I told you.
I know Benny is not George's favorite person, but for him to say this is still crazy too. It's your mom, bro.
George, he could kidnap her or kill her.
Don't try to talk me out of it, I still gotta find her.
Let's touch back up on Vic's story, and Vic is already thinking of doing something huge.
How would you feel if I decided to get married again?
I just met this woman online a few days ago. What do you even know about her?
Well, I know she's a stunning 27-year-old who loves me.
Now we finally get to know a little bit about Vic's fiance, Lindsay.
27? That's younger than me.
I know. High five.
Like, Vic should have known, just based on Angie's reaction, where this was gonna go.
Oh, Angie, if you met her, you would like her. She has exquisite taste. You should see the diamond bracelet she picked out.
Jody has you buying her expensive jewelry?
She only accepted the bracelet because she knew it made me happy.
She is 27, and I want to say Vic is possibly pushing 60, but Vic is so proud. And I'll be honest with you guys, look, I don't necessarily always agree about stuff like this, but it's such a huge double standard.
Same with the watch and the car. Oh, it's a 2-year lease. Come on, save me the dramatics.
And Vic is already telling us why Lindsay is more than likely just going for the money. We also get to touch up on Angie's story. And Vic tells Angie something that is going to have her overthinking, but might be possible.
You're pregnant.
Yeah, right.
It's really sad how George's childhood was actually this normalized to a lot of bad things.
How could you have no clue this guy was an armed robber?
I saw the guy in the store for 2 minutes.
We're a kid. Were there any signs of a criminal?
Dove in the bushes when the cops drove by. He buried cash in the backyard and beat some dude with a bat who owed him money. Angie was a regular neighborhood guy.
Because the signs are there that Eddie was in fact a bad guy. Luckily, we get to actually see Benny come home safe and sound.
Mom, are you okay?
What are you talking about?
He's a criminal. He robbed a convenience store.
Oh, I know. Why the hell do you think I got rid of him?
You should have told me. Mama thought he kidnapped you. I called the police.
You did what?
I mean, maybe Benny's actually kind of intimidating because if she's able to get rid of Eddie that quickly, it really makes you wonder who Benny actually is, right? Now, unfortunately, Benny comes clean about something even bigger than their whole situation.
I drove a getaway car once. I didn't know that he was robbing the place. He jumped in the car. He told me to peel out. I did. Then I threw the gun out the window and I painted my car white.
I paint the car white. I painted it white. You told me you were teaching me karate. I went like that.
And this is the Benny side. Benny's crime is kind of huge, and honestly, the fact that she crossed state lines.
Mom, that was a long time ago. There's a statute of limitations.
George, it was in Arizona. I crossed state lines. They can bust me anytime.
Makes her still be a fugitive on the run. It looks like her past has come back to haunt her. Honestly, I expected Benny to have done worse, but driving a getaway car is probably the smallest thing she could have done. What's crazy is, it's kind of crazy what Benny's biggest worry is. It's not even about going to jail and dealing with all those consequences and things that, I mean, happen in jail, right? The only thing that she's worried about is the fact that they don't have smokes in there.
Don't allow cigarettes in prison anymore. I will die.
Talk about addiction. Now, because Benny ran out the house, George is trying to locate her, only for us to see that Max is also being sneaky.
The rest of them would send you to a woman's prison. All you'd have to worry about is that butchy woman who rolls a shower, and that could be you.
So let's just go back really quick. We have Vic, who's about to make a crazy decision in proposing to his possible gold digger 27-year-old girlfriend.
Well, Lindsay, there is something I have to ask you.
We have Carmen, who is struggling to get accepted into college. We have Max, who's being irresponsible, trying to drink beer just because he wants to find out what it feels like. We have Angie, who is possibly pregnant. We have Benny, who is now on the run and the cops are looking for her.
We're looking for your mother. Do you know where she is?
Why, did somebody order a stripper gram?
And soon, we get to see George's story. This is what I mean. This is what everybody remembers from the George Lopez show. And honestly, it's this episode. It's how dramatic it is. It's how many storylines are happening. Ernie being worried about the factory shutting down. Max wanting to have his first beer. Carmen applying for college. Angie thinking that she's pregnant so fast. Benny running from the cops. And last but not least, George being stuck in between all of this. Seriously, guys, this is probably one of the craziest episodes just because of how much drama is going on. And for a lot of people that think this is a comedy, this is the episode that really makes you think it's more of a drama. There are so many moving pieces in this episode that if you take away the laugh track, you will feel a different type of energy with everything that's happening. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me. If you guys enjoyed this episode, let me know down below. Thank you all so much for your support. I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.
Robber play, shoot someone, I know. You flash someone and they kill themselves.